Hi everyone, welcome to EDU310 Guiding Behavior in Early Childhood. My name is Dr. Andrea Burnell and I will be your instructor for this class. It is a 6-week course, so things do move pretty quickly, but I hope that we're able to cover the material in a way that's fun and interesting for you. So I'm welcoming you to week 1. I hope that you've read my Meet Your Instructor announcement in Canvas, so you know a little bit about me. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. I see that there are several students that I've had in other classes, which I always take as the highest form of flattery that you're taking another class with me, so I do appreciate that. Please know that in week 1, that there can't be any late assignments, and that's due to federal regulations. So there's not going to be any work accepted after 11:59 on Saturday of this week, of the first week of class. And you can look at the late policy in the syllabus if you want to find out more about this. So this week and in all weeks, you are going to have an overview for each week. It will show you the course competencies and the learning objectives. So what it will be is sort of what you should know and be able to do as a result of that week's materials. And then you're going to have readings and multimedia. So you're going to see a tab in your table of contents and it's going to have read. You're going to be using the Positive Child Guidance textbook. So this is the textbook, Positive Child Guidance, that you should have a copy of. And each week you will be assigned the appropriate chapter or chapters. This week it's chapter 1 and chapter 2, why guidance matters and the historical perspectives and guidance theories. And then if you click on the other tab that says watch, this week there is one video, the science of early childhood development. But in most weeks, there are going to be several videos. So I hope you enjoy them and I hope you find them informative and just another way to get information to help you achieve the objectives of this course. So for our first discussion, and there will be a discussion every week, I'd like you to introduce yourself in your initial post. I want you to tell a little bit about yourself and talk a little bit about what you want to learn in this class and what you want to get out of the class. And that's your first paragraph. The second paragraph, we want you to be able to compare the difference between an adult providing positive child guidance for a child and an adult that controls or directs children's behavior. And think about what approach you feel is going to be the most effective way in addressing children's growth and development and why. And then you should add 1 or 2 questions about the topic so your peers can respond to those. And you should definitely make sure that you read the rubric so you are meeting all the expectations for the discussions as far as posting on time. So your initial post is due by Thursday at 11:59. I ask you to post earlier than that. You can, if you can. It gives your peers time to do their responses to you. And then you're going to choose at least 3 peers to reply to. Make sure that you read the best practices for discussions and take a look at the rubric to make sure that you're maximizing your credit for participating in the discussion. And the other thing I would add is you are welcome to do a video like I'm doing for you now if you don't want to write. Make sure that when you do your either video or your written post that you support your thinking with anything that you've read or watched. So it could very likely be something that you read in your textbook or that you watched in a video or even something that you looked up online, but make sure that you cite it. So there should be in APA format any in-text references and citations to support what your thinking is. And again, make sure you read the best practices for discussions, and I will give you feedback each week. So for your first assignment, regular assignment, you're going to select one of the philosophies of guidance that are in chapter 2 of the textbook. Pick the one that you feel like really rings true to you, that it resonates with you the most. So you're going to choose between the behaviorist approach, the maturationist approach, and the constructivist approach. And I'm not going to tell you which one resonates the most with me until after you do the assignment. And I want you to be able to describe the approach, make sure you give lots of examples, and explain why that one is the one that resonates with you. Why did that one speak to you? And discuss what the expected behavior of the adults would be in using that approach. And again, you can write a paper or you can do a presentation. If you do a presentation, make sure that you add a voiceover to it. So in order to get your full credit for doing a presentation, it's not just doing those PowerPoint slides or that Prezi, it's actually having a voiceover to go with it. If you have any questions about technology, shoot me an email and I'll see how I will do my best to help you out with that. I think for the most part, people tend to use PowerPoint and Prezi. I've had all different ways that people have done it. So as long as you have a presentation with a voiceover, that will work, or a paper. Make sure the paper is done in APA format if you do choose to do a paper. And if you choose to do a presentation, still make sure you have a reference page on a separate Word document again, you're using those references to support your thinking. I would request that if you're doing a paper, do it as a Microsoft Word doc, a .docx. That way I can provide you detailed feedback and track changes. I think that works. It's a lot easier for me to provide you that feedback and track changes and then upload the paper than it is to do it directly on a PDF in Canvas. So hopefully that will work for you. Make sure that you always read the rubric before you do the assignment to make sure that you're going to meet all of the expectations for the paper. And you will see that the paper or the presentation, there are going to be learning outcomes about questions, about critical thinking, how you use research, and also the quality of the paper or presentation and your use of APA format. So that should be pretty easy for you to sort of figure out all those pieces. If you have any problems, again, shoot me an email. If you need to speak with me, we will find a time that we can either have a FaceTime call or just a telephone call, and I'd be happy to work through any questions that you might have. I'm really looking forward to the next 6 weeks, and I'm looking forward to getting to spend time with students that I already know and getting to meet some new people, and I'm really looking forward to our discussion. Take care and have a great week. Bye-bye.